The Knicks beat the Rockets at the Garden. Cardiac Knicks. Now, I'm going to say it. This is not a championship team because we came back from 18 down. But we can't keep looking like this. And then in the fourth quarter, we trying to catch up. We gassing out. We can't keep doing that to ourselves as a team. We got to make sure that we prepared on defense. We got to make sure we prepared on offense. You know, we have to make sure we okay because if we want to win a championship, this is the only way we're going to win a championship when offense and defense is clicking. You know, and if offense and defense is clicking and the coaches is working together, you're going to win. But if you don't have good, hold on. But if none of that ain't really clicking on point, you ain't gonna have no good team. And like we got a good team with the Knicks, we got a good team. I love the team, but I wouldn't blame injuries and say this is the reason why we got a bad season. Because the season is not bad. It's a learning lesson season, and the season is not done. But it's time to pick ourselves up. It's time for the defense to get up. It's time for Jalen Brunson. If you're that all-star, it's time for you to show that. OG, it's time for you to show your defense. Mitch, it's time for that defense to step up. Cat, you're getting rebounds because you caught 7 rebounds the other day and 25 points. I forgot how much assists you had, but a lot of people like to blame Cat, and Cat do act soft sometimes, but we need Cat. We need Cat on the team. Diawara, you young, but it's time for you to get inside of the NBA and play. You're doing good, as a young player. I give you that. But when the playoffs come, we're going to need you to be a player, an NBA player. Okay. Mikal Bridges. You need to step up. You've been playing good this season as well. I do say you've been playing good when a lot of people ain't been playing good in January and February. You was playing good. You was doing your thing. You was helping. But we need you to play like when you was playing with the Nets. How you was being the main star for the Nets. Like, we need you to be third to Cat and Brunson. And, like, people don't know how, like, good a team the Knicks could be when we got Brunson playing good, Cat playing good, OG playing good, Mikal Bridges playing good. We could hurt a lot of teams when everybody is on their A game. So, and with our defense too, like, I hope by playoff time our defense really steps up. Because right now how our defense is, it's just going to drag us into the playoffs. It's going to drag us into the playoffs. And if we keep on playing like this, we dropping our leads down, because if I'm correct, we in 4th spot right now in the East. We can't keep on dropping games. We need to keep on winning games. And Boston, Jason Tatum ain't here, but Boston got the second spot in the East. So that's grit and grind right there to show you. Boston is playing, and no matter what you say about Boston Celtics, they got a championship pedigree. They know how to win games when they have to. And that's one thing about people got to start learning about people that won championships and even people that know how to win basketball games. You got to really know how. It's either you want it or you don't. And that's how I feel about the Knicks. It's either we want it or we don't. And we put a lot of different pieces together. We did a lot of different things. So we can't say we don't want it. We did a lot of different things for a championship. You bought OG here for a championship. You bought Mikel here for a championship. You bought Cat here for a championship. Jose Alvarado for a championship. Okay, we bought different pieces so the Knicks could get a championship in New York on the East Coast. So this is why we must really step up, Because you got Cleveland in the background. You got Detroit. Don't matter what nobody say. A lot of people are saying the bad boys is back. And I'm going to put it like this. If the Knicks don't get their stuff together, right? It's 4 sleeper teams in the NBA that can win the championship. And I'm going to name 2 on both sides. For the West Coast, you got OKC and you got San Antonio. Because I'm going to say this about San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama. That boy is sick. He put on a couple weight, like how Kevin Durant did. And he got a good jump shot. He got some sick dunks. And he'll be good because a lot of tall players that were skinny like him caught a lot of leg injuries, ankle injuries, knee injuries. And in sports, it don't matter if you like the team or not. You don't want to see somebody catch an injury. You don't want to see people injured. So I believe he'll be a good NBA player, because right now between, he's doing good, but I'm not going to say he is an MVP stance right now. I'm not going to say that. Because 2 MVPs, no, 3, I will say. Because Charles Barkley, he had a thing of saying Cade Cunningham and Jaylen Brown. Okay. Now, when you look at Jaylen Brown, he's carrying the Celtics all the way to the second spot in the East, where everybody, even me as well, thought that the Celtics would tank all the way down. Not as in tanking games and giving up games, because that I wouldn't say that's in the Boston Celtics spirit to give up games like that. I don't think that this Celtics right now will give up games like that because they play hard. Now, a lot of people like to argue, but I'm going to say this. Jaylen Brown, this year, he been playing great. He been playing phenomenal. But, and this is no disrespect to Boston Celtics, but this is to show you what happens when one person leaves and the other picks up. Now, a lot of people would like to argue who is the leader of the Boston Celtics. Is it Jaylen Brown or is it Jason Tatum? And who is the best player on the Celtics? Is it Jaylen Brown or is it Jason Tatum? My opinion, because I'm not a Celtics fan, but I'm a basketball watcher, and I like Jason Tatum game. Jaylen Jaylen Brown is a monster. Like he's a monster because I seen some games where he wouldn't be denied, and he went out there and got his. He went out there and ate his food. So I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's a like Jaylen Brown is way under Jason Tatum. No, because they both are beasts. And that's a dynamic duel to have on a team. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. So, shout out to them. But this is why I'm going to show you why Jaylen Brown would deserve to be in the MVP talk. Now, I said I was one of the people that thought that they'll probably be in the 7th or 8th spot or even the 6th spot. Now, we are in February, and they are in the 2nd spot in the East. Okay? And right now, he's the MVP on that team. He's the main player on that team. And a lot of people ain't really think that would happen. I didn't think it too, but he showed what they doing. And the Detroit Pistons, they still, see, people don't want to admit truths in life. And I seen this from last year when the Knicks eliminated the Detroit Pistons out of the playoffs. That gave the Detroit Pistons a sting. That hurt the Detroit Pistons to say they coming back next year. And they not playing with nobody. To the point where their number one player, Cade Cunningham, he's off on a tear this year in the NBA. And you cannot deny that. They got the number one record in the East. They came out of the gates hungry. Okay? Everybody thought that Detroit will probably have a reasonable record, but they playing good defense, they playing good offense, and they stepping on people. So I respect that. I respect that. Like like sometimes and many times I always say the game is dead and the game is dying. But it got a couple of players in the NBA that still really make the game like alive. And when you watch a game like Cade Cunningham, he's a player. He's a player. He could play. I don't know what the Knicks is going to do, but we need to do something, because we got Sohan, or whatever you pronounce his name, Jeremy Sohan or Sohan. Sorry if I'm messing up your name there, brethren. But he is a player on the Knicks now, and he's going to have to get in where he fit in. Plain and simple. He's going to have to get in where he fit in. Everybody needs to step up on the team right now. Even from the coaches. Because this is a product that we're putting out. It's the New York Knicks, and you need to make sure that this product really plays how you want this product to play if you want what you want from this product, and we want a championship. We want to go through the playoffs and look good. You want to build the championship caliber dynasty, but when Jalen Brunson contract is up. With the Knicks extended? That's what I want to know. Would the Knicks extend his contract? Maybe, maybe not. But I'll say it's a high percentage of yes, 80%, because don't matter what I say or don't matter what no fans say, really. But it do matter what some fans say, because the organization and the business part of the Knicks are watching how the fans feel about certain players, and they're gonna put certain things out there. And I'm not saying James Dolan, because I'm not gonna give him credit of making certain things in the Knicks look good, because he messed up a lot of things in the Knicks organization over the years. But with certain things of them seeing how we need certain pieces, Leon Rose, I give it up to him. He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. And his partners, they're doing a great job too. It's just that the job that y'all are doing, it needs to be complete. Because I remember the Larry Brown days. A lot of people always used to get on Marbury, but Marbury, a New York City basketball player, to the point where sometimes him and Larry Brown did bump heads, and in the media, a lot of people, yes, sometimes they did blame certain things on Larry Brown that he did that the players didn't get along with. But when Marbury was on the Knicks, they had a lot of times where Marbury got the bad end of the stick, in the media. When Melo was on the Knicks, he got the bad end of the stick on the media sometimes. Like Knicks, we gotta really pull it together. We gotta pull it together. And if we pull it together, I think we could win. But the defense gotta get up there. Really do. We gotta pick it up on defense. Thank you for everybody. I'll be back later.